Hello everybody. Now in this session we will just discuss next point that is graph. Graph. Okay. Actually this is the next module given in your syllabus. Okay, so let us discuss definition of graphs. In this session we will just discuss few definitions. Okay, basic terms we must know for understanding further concepts of graph. So those basic terms we will just discuss here. Okay. So see, what is the definition of graph given? A graph is an ordered pair. Okay, ordered pair means it will be pair means it will just contain two elements in it. Okay, so what are those elements? V and E. Okay, and those elements are sets. Okay, so V and E satisfies following condition. Okay, so graph contains two elements in it. First one is V and second one is E. So what is V? V is a finite non-empty set. Okay, and what is set we have already discussed. Okay, and each small e belongs from capital E corresponds to unique unordered pair V1 to V2, V1 comma V2 of element capital V. Okay, sorry. What is meaning of this second statement? We will discuss with the help of example in a short time. Okay. Now let us discuss a second definition. See, the elements of set V in this elements of set V are called as vertices. Elements of set V are called as vertices of the graph. Okay. And a vertex is also called as node or point. Node or point. Okay. Now here see. Here they have given example of graph. This is example of graph. Okay. So in this case, how many vertices are there? See, these circles are called as vertices and these edges, they are called as edges. Okay, or also called as curved or line. Okay, so vertices can be sometimes called as node and point as well. Node or point as well. So how many vertices are there in this graph? 3 vertices. First one, second, third. Okay, you may give name for your convenience. Okay, so let us give name for this as a V1, then this is a V2 and this is a V3. So how many vertices are there? 3 vertices are there in this graph. Okay, and how many edges are there? See, this is first edge, second, third, and this loop is also one edge. So total 4 edges are there. Okay, so vertices are also called as node or they may also called as point, and edges are sometimes also called as curve or line. Okay, you have to remember this term. Okay, then as I said earlier, if an edge starts and ends in the same vertex, then it is called as loop. Okay, so in this graph, see, this is V3 vertex and this E1 edge is start and end at same vertex. So that is called as what? That is called as loop. Okay, then next definition is if two edges have the same starting vertex and same end vertex. If two edges have same starting vertex and same end vertex, then they are called as parallel edges or multiple edges. Okay, so here in second diagram, see, this is also one example of graph. Okay, so here if you observe these two edges E1 and E2, see, their start vertex is this one. Again, here for your convenience you may give name to the vertex. Okay, suppose this is V1, this is V2 and this is V3. Okay, so these are edges. So E1 and E2 edges, their start vertex is V2 and end vertex is V3. If such edges are present, then those edges are called as parallel edges or multiple edges. Okay, now let us discuss next term. Definition number 6. A graph having no loops or parallel edges is called as simple graph. Graph having no loop or parallel edges. Now what is loop and what is parallel edges we have already discussed. Okay. Now all the examples which are shown in this 8.3a, these graphs are not having any parallel edges. Okay, or they are not having any loops in it. Okay, so these graphs are called as simple graphs. Okay, while if you observe the graphs which are given in 8.3b, here see there is a loop, here there is a loop, these two are parallel edges, here also loop is present. Okay, so examples which are shown in 8.3b are not simple graph, while the examples which are shown in 8.3a are called as simple graph. Okay, Now let us discuss next definition. Okay, that is a graph which is not simple is called as multi-graph. This term also you have to remember. Multi-graph. Graphs which are not simple they are called as multi-graph. So here in our previous example, as I said earlier, these examples, first, second, third example shown in 8.3b, they are not simple because here loops are given, loops is given, here there is a parallel edge, here also there is a parallel edge. So they are not simple graph. Okay, if they are not simple, then they are called as what? Then they are called as multi-graph. Multi-graph. Okay, now let us discuss next term. Definition number 8. See, if there is an edge between two vertices V1 and V2, then they are called as adjacent edges, adjacent vertices. Sorry. Okay, I repeat. If there is an edge between two vertices V1 and V2, then they are called as adjacent vertices. Okay. Now, for example, see, if you observe this graph, see, in this graph, if we take suppose E4, okay, E4 edge is in between which vertices? V5 and V4. E4 is in between V5 and V4. So in this case, V4 and V5 are called as what? Adjacent vertices. Adjacent vertices. Okay. Now, if we take example of V5 and V2. V5, this is V5 and this is V2. Now, no edges exist between V5 and V2. Okay, so in this case V2 and V5 are not adjacent vertices. Okay, but V4 and V5 are adjacent vertices. Similarly, if we take V4 and V1, no direct edges exist between V1 and V4. So V1 and V4 are not adjacent vertices, but V1 and V5 are adjacent vertices because E5 is edge which is existing between V1 and V5 vertex. Okay. Now I hope you are getting what exactly adjacent vertices is. Okay. Now next definition we have to cover, that is, if an edge starts from vertex, then if an edge starts or ends from a vertex, then the edge is said to be incident edge on that vertex. Okay. Now what is incident edge? If we take E5, this edge is incident on vertex V1 and V5. Because this edge is existing between V1 and V5. So this when edge is called as incident edge, E5 is an incident edge on vertex V1 and V5. That's it. Similarly, E2 is an incident edge in of vertex V2 and V3. Okay. Now I hope you are getting what is incident edge as well. Okay. Now let us discuss next point. Degree or valency of the vertex. See, the number of edges incident at a vertex is called as degree or valency of vertex. Valency of vertex. The degree of vertex V is denoted by using this letter D of V. Okay. And in this graph, the degree of vertex, now see. Now here, how to calculate degree of vertex? Suppose I want to find degree of V1 vertex. Then you have to just identify how many edges are incident on this particular vertex V1. How many edges? 2 edges. So degree of V1 is 2. So how to write it? You have to write it in this way. See, you have to write D of V1 is equal to 2 because 2 edges are incident. Again, degree of V5, how many edges? 2 edges. So degree of V5 is also 2. V4 is also 2. What about V2? How many edges are there associated with V2? 1, 2 and 3. So degree of V2, how to write? Degree of V2 is 3 in this case. Okay, because 3 edges are there. Similarly, degree of V3, only 1 edge is there. Okay, so degree of V3 is 1. Okay. Now let us discuss next point. If only one edge is incident at vertex V, then its degree is 1 and it is called as pendant vertex. What I said? If only one edge is incident at vertex V, then it is called as, then its degree is obviously 1 and that vertex is called as pendant vertex and edge is called as pendant edge. Okay. Now in this case, in this diagram, see, only one edge is incident on this V3. So V3 is called as what? V3 is called as pendant vertex. And this E2 edge is called as pendant edge because only one vertex is there. Similarly, in this diagram, see, if we consider V1, only one edge is incident on V1. So V1 is called as pendant vertex and E1 is called as pendant edge. Okay, now I hope you are getting this point. Okay. Now one more important point I just want to cover here. See, in a loop, the same edge is incident at vertex V twice. That's why degree of the loop is 2. Okay, for example, suppose, see, if we consider V4, this V4 vertex from this graph, how many edges are there? This E4 is there, E3 is there, and E5 is there. Okay, so if we want to calculate degree of V4, then this is first edge, second edge, and this loop is there. So if loop is there, then you have to count 2 for that, because if loop is there, one edge is outgoing and one edge is incoming there. So in this case, if we want to find degree of V4, then it will be 4. Okay, it will be 4. How many edges are there? 3 edges are there, but one edge is loop out of that. So if loop is there, then for that degree will be 2, because one outgoing and one incoming edge we have to consider for that. So therefore, the degree of vertex V4 is 4. Okay. Now we have to discuss one theorem. Okay. That theorem is called as handshaking lemma. Okay, you have to remember this particular point. Okay, handshaking lemma. So what statement they have given for this theorem is the sum of degree of all vertices of any graph is equal to twice the number of edges. What is the statement given? The sum of degree of all vertices of any graph is equal to twice the number of edges. Okay. Now, how they may ask sometimes, they may ask problem on this particular point. Okay, on particular theorem. In latter part of this particular video, we'll discuss that type of problem as well. Okay, but for that you have to remember this statement: sum of degree of all vertices. Sum of degree of all vertices of any graph is twice the number of edges. Okay, and one more theorem here we have to remember, that is, in any graph, the number of vertices of odd degree is even. In any graph, whatever vertex are present with odd degree, overall count of such vertex will be even. Okay. During problems, we may require to take reference of this particular theorem as well. Okay. Now see how they ask question here on this particular theorem is, see here one example given. Okay. See, these types of questions usually they ask in final paper. Okay, so you may find this in 2011, 13, 14. This question also they have asked in 13 as well as in 14. Okay, so let us discuss this problem. Find the number of vertices in a simple graph having n edges and having each vertex of degree 2. N edges and each vertex of degree 2. Okay, so what we have to find? We have to find number of vertices. Okay, and what they have given, this particular graph having n edges and having degree 2. So since here see each vertex is of degree 2, from any vertex we have one edge going out and one edge coming in. So between two vertices there is only one edge. Since there are thus n edges, there will be n vertices present. Okay, so here for this, see, theorem number 1, handshaking lemma is applied. Okay, similarly, how they ask, let us discuss second problem. Find the number of vertices in the simple graph with exactly 6 edges in which each vertex is of degree 2. Okay, let me solve this example. Okay, see, find the number of what we have to find? Number of vertices. What we have to find? We have to find, say how to solve this example. Number of vertices we have to find. Okay, we have to find. Then what they have given? This is a simple graph with exactly 6 edges. So edges they have given. How many edges? 6 edges. Vertices we have to find. Okay, and degree of each vertex. degree of each vertex. So here degree of each vertex is how many it is given? It is 2. Okay. See here, let us read problems, theorem number 1 again. Theorem number 1 again. Okay. What theorem number 1 says? Sum of degree of all vertices, okay, of any graph is equal to twice the number of edges. So, how many edges are given here? 6 edges. Okay. So, sum of degree of all vertices of any graph is equal to twice the number of edges. So, right hand side, twice the number of edges. So, how many edges are given? E, 6 edges. So, here right side I am going to mention 2E and value of E is given as 6. Okay. And on left side what they mention? Sum of degree of all vertices of any graph. Okay. So, sum of degree of all vertices. Okay. So, here degree of each vertex is given, that is 2. And number of vertices we have to find, that is V. Okay. And E is also they have given, that is 6. So, if we solve this, 2 into V we have to find number of vertices. And into 2 and value of E is given, that is 6. Okay. So, here 2V is equal to, will get 12. And V is will get 6. So, total number of vertices which are present in this particular graph will be 6. Okay. Now, I hope you are getting this particular point. If you find it difficult, you may pause this video, note this problem on your notebook and try to solve this at your own using theorem number 1. Okay. Now let us discuss next point, types of graph. Okay. So, see, there are different types of graph they have given. Okay. So, out of that, first graph is complete graph. Okay. See what definition they have given for complete graph. Okay. A simple graph of n vertices in which the degree of each vertex is n minus 1 is called complete graph. Okay, and it is denoted by using Kn. Okay, a simple graph of n vertices in which the degree of each vertex must be n minus 1. Okay, we'll discuss this with the help of example. Okay, so before that, let us read this one. In other words, in a complete graph of n vertices, each vertex is connected with any other vertex. Okay, and that graph must not contain any loop, must not contain any multiple edges, and if V1 and V2 are any two vertices, then there is precisely one edge between V1 and V2. Okay. See, now in this particular diagram, see, if you find it difficult, further explanation difficult, then you just read first statement. Okay. That is, a simple graph of n vertices in which degree of each vertex is n minus 1. That graph is called as complete graph. Okay. So, if we take this example, K3 graph example, see how many vertices are present? 1, 2 and 3. 1, 2 and 3. So, total number of vertices present in this K3 graph are 3. And what is definition given? A simple graph of n vertices in which degree of each vertex is n minus 2. So, this is n. Now, this is n. So, in this graph, if every vertex degree is n minus 2, that is n minus 1, that is 3 minus 1, that is 2. If in this graph, degree of each vertex is 2, then that graph is called as complete graph. So, here degree is 2, 2, 2. It is complete graph. Okay. Similarly, if we take this example, how many vertices are present? 4 vertices are present. Okay. So, if degree of all the vertex present in this graph is 4 minus 1, that is 3, then this graph is called as complete graph. So, here degree is 3, 3, 3 and 3. How to find degree we have already discussed. Okay. So, these are examples of complete graph. Okay. Now, let us discuss next type of graph, that is regular graph. Okay. A graph in which every vertex has same degree is called as regular graph. What I said? A graph in which every vertex has same degree, then that particular graph is called as regular graph. In other words, if the number of edges incident at vertex is the same, then the graph is called as regular graph. Okay, means every vertex must have same degree. It may be 2, it may be 3, or it may be 4, anything, but it must be same. Okay. So here see again, if we take this example, what is degree of this particular vertex? 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. Here 1, 2, 3, 4. So this is regular graph. Okay. If we take this example 2, 2, 2 and 2, this is regular graph. Okay. Now see, before moving to next type of graph, I just want to discuss some properties of complete graph. They may ask, sometime they may ask problem on these properties as well. That's why regarding complete graph, I just want to cover few properties. Okay. So first property is every pair of vertices is adjacent in Kn. Then second property is in Kn, each vertex has the same degree and that degree is n minus 1, right? And the total number of edges in Kn is n in bracket n minus 1 by 2. On this property they may ask problem. Okay. So suppose here if they ask question like this, suppose see, this is a question. Can a complete graph with 8 vertices have 40 edges excluding self loop? So for complete graph with 8 vertices, then 8 vertices. So number of vertices given are what? 8. Okay. And we have to find whether that particular graph contains 40 edges in it or not. So for that, how to find edges for that, which formula is given? N is equal to n minus 1 by 2. And n is nothing but number of vertices. Okay. So you can either denote it using V or you may denote it using N as well. Okay. So N is 8 in this case. So in this case, here in this formula, if I insert 8 in bracket 8 minus 1 by 2. So what will get? 8 minus 1, 7. 7 into 8, that is 56 divided by 2. So here we'll get what? Here we'll get 28. Okay. So in this case, how they have asked question? Can a complete graph with 8 vertices have 40 edges excluding self loop? 40 not possible, because value of n is given as 8 and this is the formula given for that, n in bracket n minus 1 by 2. So what number we are getting? 22. So here you can observe result. There cannot be graph of 8 vertices with 40 edges. Maximum edges how many possible here? 28 edges. Okay. So sometimes they may ask this type of question. So for that purpose you may have to remember the properties. Okay. Now let us discuss next type of graph. Okay. That is type number 3, bipartite graph. Okay. Bipartite graph. Okay.